That's it. The only thing that I taught differently was when you go to the middle and you touch, you use your heel.
Oh, okay. But what about that crossing? You
That
go
cross, the first cross is with the right foot in front. So you go front, back, side, front.
Wait, I don't see you. Just a minute.
He's just reading, Mom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's because I got you spotlit.
Mhm.
So the first cross, yeah, let me show you. The first cross is,
I
as
don't see
I
you.
recall it, it's
I don't see him.
1, 2, 3, stamp, step, stamp, right. So that, I think you were doing that, right?
Back.
One
1,
more time.
4, 5, 6. I do cross back, side, cross back, side.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the way I remember it.
Okay, fine. That's
The other one is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that front and back. I mean, that looked good, but
I couldn't see your feet, but I think she got the idea. The last one.
I love that music. I just love
yeah,
it.
it's a beautiful. It's the singer is one of the Radka Kushleva. She's a beautiful singer. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to check something because my friend. Michael Hepp, he did it again, and he may have done it slightly. He learned it from Belcho also, but I think he did something slightly different. I'm just going to check because I remember how I first taught it.
That compact crossing, I didn't know if I go to the right.
No, the first time you do cross over.
Okay, 1, 2.
The second time when you go to the middle, you go step, heel, 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 lift, step, heel, 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 lift, and then that step forward.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's not, if you want to teach it, you should, but I mean, I could also, if you want me to review it.
And whatever. I just wanted to know how I was doing it.
You look beautiful. I mean, I would never take that. I'm just curious.
Billy did it well, Mom. For not planning on doing it, you sure remember it.
Yeah, much better than I do.
And
it will take me 5 minutes to just review it. If you'd like to do it tonight, I'm happy to do it, but I'm happy if you do it too.
What you had planned, whatever.
I had nothing. I had some things planned, but I don't know if we'll get to them. Last week
well, you're going to have a whole hour tonight, that's for sure. We've got it set up. Unless you don't feel well, then you know.
Oh, I feel fine. Once I get
finished with your kids, or are you still got
Yeah, I'm finished with them. I'm fine. Listen, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. I'll be happy to dance.
Gardening today.
I was just out. Yeah, I was doing a lot of shoveling and stuff, and my arms are sore. But I'll live. I took some Ativan. I took some ibuprofen. I don't take Ativan.
When is your trip?
In end of September, September 25th. And then we're going for 2 weeks to Albania, Greece, and Macedonia. And after that, there are a couple of days free, and we're going to go then with another group, and some people are coming on both tours. We're going to go to Hungary.
God, I wish I could go.
Why not?
I can't walk.
So it's
but you can dance the whole time.
You don't dance.
We bus everybody everywhere.
No, her walking isn't what it used to be.
Let her speak for herself.
It's amazing when you watch her dance, right?
I would go.
I'll carry you. I carried Susie one year.
Did you say September 25th? Is that what you said?
No, September 25th to August,
Wait a minute.
8th. I have to look at the dates.
You don't mean August, you mean October.
I
think it might go over the Jewish holidays.
That's what I was wondering. I was going to just look it up.
Hey, Bobby, I think I'm going to get me a scooter, old-fashioned scooter. I bet it would work.
I think you should get a scooter. Not an old-fashioned one, a fancy one.
Yeah.
You could trade your car in for a scooter.
Can't drive.
You'd get a really nice scooter for that.
I'm gonna keep the car till June because Yonit's coming in.
Well, at least.
Hmm?
Let me chase credit journey, review new activity in your credit card.
So it's heels when you go in.
What did I buy with the chase? I don't remember. Joyce, did you just buy something? I'll mute myself.
Oh, Steve, you can leave that for another time. Just do what you had.
You got me interested.
Okay. One, two, three, four, five, lift. That's the way I count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Then he does this. 1, 2, step, stamp, step, stamp, walk, step, step. So that's the first cross. The first cross is only 3. It's
Count
1,
it.
2, 3, stamp, step, stamp, right, left, right, left.
1,
Second
2,
one.
4, 5, 6. It's thick, you know. There's
Heel,
the first one, the simple.
heel, heel, heel.
That's the complex one. Back 2, 3. Right, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. Now 2 potty bars, 2 di ba, pa di ba the other way, sort of. And then back 3, 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, it's different. There's difference. Oh, don't teach it different. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, the first one. So the first one out of the coming back out, you come in 1, 2, 3, 4, step, stamp, step, stamp, stamp. You go back 1, 2, 3, 4, step, stamp, step, stamp, stamp. 1, 2, 3, stamp, step, stamp, walk, 2, step. Then it starts again. Vecerjaj, Rado, dai, dai, da, 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 da. Dai, dai, da, 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 dee, da, dee, da, dee, da, dee, da, dum, to the middle. Dai, dai, da, 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 dai. The stamp step. Back out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this part's the cross. 1, 2, 3, stamp, step, stamp, walk, 2, 3, 4. So it's only 3 steps before the step stamp. The second one is then forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Front, back, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Front, back, step, step, and then it starts over again.
So that I got right, that part.
The first part though is only 3 steps before
Yeah.
the step. Right, left. It's 4 steps. Right, left. No, 3. Right, left, right, stamp, left, stamp.
Right, left, right, stamp, left, stamp.
Yeah,
Right, left, right, stamp, left, stamp.
and then walk.
Yeah. Da 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 dee dum.
You want to do it together? You should teach it tonight. You should lead it.
No, I'll do it different. No, then
No, you won't. You'll do it right. It's okay.
No, do your thing. Do whatever you were going to do.
No, let's do that. You brought it up. I want to see if I have the music though here. I must have it somewhere.
Mom, you should teach it. You did great.
And I'll be there. Let's do it together. I'll be there to help you.
I can put you guys side by side. It'd be great.
Oh, I don't know.
You should.
Come on, you wanted to do it. It's a great dance. It's a lovely dance. And I haven't done it for a long time. And now I have
We'll
to,
start Steve's off with a duet.
thing about it is you probably also have the music. I don't know what I did with my music here. Let me see if I can find my music. I have it on a CD somewhere, but you know, I don't want to have to.
Somebody have a piece of gum?
Okay, I'll get rid of it. Okay, okay, okay.
Oh, here. No, that's a different one.
I'm so subtle.
Maybe you have it under Chukanoto, Steve.
Well, that's where I was looking, but now I'm going to look under Vecerjaj Rado.
She could send it to you.
Yeah, that would be the easiest thing to do, and then, or I have to download it, which would take a little longer.
Do it next week.
Why are you so against doing it? You could teach it tonight and I'll be there with you.
I think you should, Mom. At 8:55, 8:55 we'll do it. Or 8:50.
Well, and by then I'll have the music too, so.
All right, are you gonna send it, Bobby, or am I gonna send it, or what? Oh,
You could just put in Kotansky, or you gotta find the music. I might have it. What's it called?
Vecerjaj.
Wait,
It's
spell it.
called Chukanoto. I don't know which one you have it under.
In my thing, it's under, it might be under both. He's got my list, my dance list. Vecerjaj.
Wait, say that one more time. Hold on a second. Let me get to it.
Victory.
Oh, you know, I don't have my hard drive hooked up. Forget it. I don't have it.
You gotta
You have to send it to him.
Otherwise I'll be looking forever.
No, come on.
Mom, can you send it to him or no? Is that
I
too
have
long?
to open up Google again and hunt for it and everything.
I'll have to find it.
All right, hold on. I'll look. Well, how are we doing time wise? We got 7 minutes. All right, I'll be back. Or
Where are you going?
nowhere. I gotta change my screens around to look for it.
There's nobody here anyway.
Yes, there are. Did you put the 9 dots?
No, I don't see anybody up there.
Oh, you gotta click the 9 dots.
I don't see any dots. Oh, there they are. I don't see the 9 dots. There they are. There they
I
are.
now spell it for me.
Vece.
I don't know what your first letter is.
V like victory.
Yes.
Vecerjaj.
Vecerjaj.
Yeah. And the next word, Rado.
I found it already. Okay, I'll send
Did,
it.
because I just found it on my CD of it, but
Oh,
I'd
I've
have
got
to
it.
do
I'll
it.
send it to you right away, Steve.
okay. Great. I love doing this. I'm happy to do this. I wanted to do this about a bunch of weeks ago. It's interesting that
Yeah. Well, I've always liked it, and I've always thought I cross the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lift. I thought I'd put my cross first. Don't go to the left, go to the right. I don't know.
well, no, we'll do it together.
Okay.
Stash, Simone, be quiet.
I got something. My computer doesn't belong.
Bob, did you send it to me yet?
I am doing that right this second.
Okay.
It's on it. It's loading. It's only 3 megs, so it's draft saved. I don't want to draft. No,
Simone,
it's on its way.
stop now. I don't want barking here. I have to teach you. Your barking is not allowed. You're such a good dog. Don't
My
bark.
mom wishes her dog would kill
Would
her.
bark?
Yeah. I mean, she just sleeps the whole time during dancing.
It's funny, it just came on my phone, but it's not on my regular.
Oh, let me see how I sent it.
No, there it is. No, it's not there
It
yet.
might
It's on-
take a little,
You sent it Gmail,
yeah, I think.
but it's funny how it's not on my computer yet, but it's on my phone.
Oh, your phone sometimes can be quicker. It might download.
you,
Yep,
I mean,
Kotansky@gmail.com.
no, it came to me on my phone. I just,
Yeah,
which is right
you'll
next
get
to the
there.
computer. I
You'll
just
get
don't,
there.
it
More
hasn't arrived.
security. You have more security probably on the computer.
Well, no, it's cool. I mean, I don't know why it hasn't showed up on my computer yet. It should. Here you are. You're here.
Yeah, it just takes a little extra sometimes.
How do you pronounce it?
All right. Thank you, Bob. I'm gonna drop it.
How do you pronounce it? Vescerjaj?
Vecerjaj Rado. Yeah.
Vescerjaj Rado. Rado.
Vecerjaj Rado.
Rado. Hi, everybody.
Hi. You know, I think we forget what an unbelievable miracle it is that Bob's sitting there in St. Louis.
Yeah.
He's sending this music off to New York, and we all go, oh, 3 seconds have passed. It's not there yet. I mean, it's just, those of us who are old enough to remember the days before all this existed, right?
You
Oh,
didn't, Anna, did you want music from me that I didn't send you?
No,
No?
I've got what I need. Yeah, thank you.
Oh. Did you ask me for music? No?
No, you know, George has sent us so much
I know, it doesn't always have the same one that I use.
Yeah, and some of them he doesn't have. And if I get to any of those that you want me to do, I'll just ask you for the music.
Yeah. All right. There we are.
Okay, so Bob, it's under 04. That's why I'm not finding it.
yeah. I might have.
No, sometimes those things that the numbers come first, and that I was looking
You
under
always- You gotta
Vecerjaj Rado.
search instead of looking alphabetically because of a lot of people put numbers.
Well, that's weird. You know what?
But
let's
you
just-
did get the one I sent.
Let me
you.
just search.
That's
It'll
important.
pop up that way, I think. No, no, no. What the heck?
All right, there we go. How do you like that? How do you like my background, Mom? Can you see it?
How about that? Yeah,
You see it?
I do. Wow. You're blocking Tom Beck.
Maybe it's under Chukanoto. I downloaded it. It's funny. I can't find it.
What are you looking for, Steve?
Well, Vecerjaj Rado or Chukanoto
I'm
from
gonna tell you what
Belcho.
it's called.
I have that. You want me to
Yeah,
send it to you?
he just sent it to me now, but I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
finding
Okay.
it. You could send it
I'll
again.
tell you what I sent you. Hold on, what it's called.
I
It's
downloaded
called
it.
04 space Vecerjaj, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you should.
Look at your downloads.
That's a good idea.
That's where it probably is.
Well, I found it in my downloads, but it's not
That's
not
what I
popping up
think.
on my iTunes. That's what I'm
So
trying
you
to.
gotta drag it over to iTunes once you get the
No,
download.
usually I just have to pop on it and it goes right there.
Yeah.
This is a last minute thought, guys.
No, it's not a problem though.
It's post last minute.
Let me play it and then I'll find it.
Got it.
It's all right. We're all friends.
Okay, now it's telling me what it is and the numbers aren't there. So it's here, it's playing. So we're good. Don't worry.
All right, you'll decide during the evening.
Well, when do you want to do it? Right after the first dance? Pete?
Sure.
Or do you want to wait till people get on? Because there won't be as many people.
I found it, by the way. We're
We're
good.
like 10 to 9.
Steve, do you say all the stamps were heels?
Just going forward.
Do it the way you know it, Mom. You were close enough.
When you go forward, Deep, with the heels.
Okay. Yeah.
That second step when you move forward with the heels.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, we're good. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be great. And I love it that you want to do it.
Hey, I didn't say I wanted to do it tonight, but okay.
No, too late. We got it now.
Yeah.
We did all the research. We're all set to go.
All right, why do I?
And I read two different dance descriptions that I have in German. So
Well, my
it's
dear-
time, guys. It's time to go.
Oh, all right, hold on, let me get, my computer's acting up for a second.
So everybody can say hi, get up, and we're gonna do.
Not until I get ready, so hold on, I had a little computer.
We're
fail.
gonna do Lihnida, Kajtche,
Well, if
Veslasche,
you-
Veslasche.
Do you want to have people shown up there?
Hey, Barbie, I just saw your email. Do you still want that music?
Who?
Unmute.
Pardon?
Good, Paul, thanks. I'm okay without it.
I can send it.
I sent her all the music she asked for.
Yep,
Oh, you have it already then?
I had it, but it acted up when I played it last time, but then I played it today and it sounded okay. So I think it's okay.
All right, I am having some trouble here. Hold on a second. Then we'll be able to go.
Why?
Why? I can't tell you because I'm having some trouble. Can you?
Let's go, guys.
All right, I will start it, but nobody's going to be high spotlit unless
That's all right. They just want to dance.
I think they like being spotlit. Okay, we'll do it this way. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my screen. Okay, Dee, I'm going to mute everybody. You could then welcome everybody. Hold on.
Welcome again. Everybody want to get up and you won't be able to spotlight people?
Can you wait for a second till I tell you? All right. Now you need to unmute yourself. You could talk all you want, but you need to unmute yourself.
I could sing, but then everybody'd leave.
All right, you're good to go. You might want to lower your screen so we can see your feet. Or
You ready?
lower your screen, please.
I did.
There you are. Now it's good.
Okay, Lihnida, Kajtche, Veslasche.
Lihnida, Kajtche, Veslasche, Pochrycko to jezero, nasproti mejze ribari, ribari, stari drugari. Ribari, stari drugari, krov slokegi skroti me, so ljubav ke te gledame. Ne sakam da gi skrotite, ne sakam da me gledate. Ja sakam mirno jezero, duša tada sigurnoga. Lihnida Kajtche Veslasche, Ohridsko to jezero. Tivko si pesna peše, Biljana platno beleše. Lihnida Kajtche Veslasche, Ohridsko to jezero. Tivko si pesna peše, Biljana platno beleše.
Once is enough, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so the best laid plans of mice and men change. And I was going to do a request, somebody requested something, and I'll do it later because Steve and I were talking about a dance we used to do and decided we're going to do it right now. So, Steve, where's it from?
Okay, this is a dance that I learned from Belcho Stanev again in Germany, but the dance itself is based on a dance from the Rado region of Bulgaria. And it's a very famous singer, older recording of a very famous singer named Radka Kušleva from the Kušlevi sisters. And she's a beautiful singer. And she sings this song, Come to Dinner, Rado, Vecerjaj, Rado. And Belcho called the dance Chukanoto. And it does have the Chukanoto step in it. It does have a stamping step in it. But it's an arranged dance, but it's fun to dance and it's beautiful. So you're going to teach it, or am I teaching it?
Whatever you want.
What? No, you wanted to teach it.
Yeah,
Deet's going to teach it.
Go ahead.
You start, Deet.
All right. Well, you don't feel you can't correct me because
No,
I learned two versions tonight.
no, we won't. We're going to learn one version, and Deet's doing it beautifully. There's just one cross.
Lower your screen a little bit, please, Deet.
okay. All right.
A little more, please.
It's not energetic, so if you're limited or something or
And
whatever.
if you turn the light out that's behind you, it's pretty bright. All right. No, not that one. Not that one. The other one. That's all right. We can see you, but it might be a little easier.
How's
All right.
that?
That's better. Good.
Okay. All right. So the first part is a traveling part. It's in a circle. Hands are down, I think. Steve, what do you think? Hands
I
are
originally did it with a belt hold, but I think hands down or W, whatever. If you need balance, W is good.
So we're just doing it alone. It's going to be hands down. So starting, going around the circle, right foot, walk, walk, step, step. It's right, left, step, stamp, step, stamp.
No, it's right, left, right, left.
Is it? No, it isn't.
Right,
So
left, right, left.
right,
Then
yeah,
step, stamp, step, double stamp. You did it right before.
She got it. She had it, Steve. She got it.
Okay. Right, left, right, and left, stamp. Step, stamp, step, stamp, stamp. Repeat it. Right, and left. Step, stamps through the center. Same thing. Into the center with left. right, left, and stamp, stamp. Same thing going out, right foot's free, right, and left, step, stamp, step, stamp, stamp. Now, now there's a simple crossing step. And then the next time, then we go around again, as we did the beginning, and there's this, we do the simple crossing step followed by a complex, and they alternate. We do simple and nothing else, travel, then simple, complex, and travel. If you don't understand what I mean, that's all right, we'll get there. So now we're going to do the simple, which is in, back, step, heel, step, heel. Is that right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So that's after we came out of the circle. All right, let's repeat the circle.
Now we travel one time, and then it starts over.
Yeah, right. Right, and left, and walk 2, 3, and 4, and. And we're ready to begin the dance again. Right, and left, step, stamp, step, stamp, stamp. Right, and left, step, stamp to the center. In 2, 3, and 4, and step, stamp, step, stamp, stamp. Out 2, 3, and 4, and right, step, left, stamp, stamp. Followed by simple, step, stamp, step, heel, and now we do the complex one, which is step, cross, heels here, Steve.
First out. Step, out, in, lift.
Heels.
Yes. First a step though.
Heel, lift.
That's
So
it.
it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. Left, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. Right, okay, we'll do that again. I rushed it. So it's step on right. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. Left, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. Now 2 sort of potty ba things counting to 5, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. 3 slow steps back, slow. Repeat the sort of potty ba, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift, slow. Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, we can do that again. Let's do the simple and then the complex. The simple was in, back, and heel. No, I'm on the
Start with the
wrong.
right foot.
Right, left, stamp, left, stamp. And then the complex. Right, 2, cross first or not?
Out first.
Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. Left, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift. Back. Step, cross, back, step, cross, back. No. Step, cross, back, step, cross, back. 1, 2, sorry. Step, cross, back, step, cross. Slow.
That's it. That's it.
Royally, yeah? All right, and then that ending step, right, and left. And then you start all over. Now you want to teach it, Steve?
No, let's dance it.
You're kidding. Oh, well.
No, you got it. It's fine. It's easier to follow than to teach.
Okay.
All right, if anybody's having trouble seeing both of them and need me to just keep one on, let me know now.
Deet, why don't you play your music?
Okay.
Yeah, that way you'll be in sync. All right, I might start with D so that people can see it
You
better.
don't even need
and
to
then-
get me.
Oh, I will. You'll be in there. Don't worry. And I might switch between the two if you're in sync. If you're not, I'll keep D down the whole time.
Wait, I gotta bring it up again.
After all that sending it to me and everything, I think it's better you play it.
All right, are we ready?
I'm ready. beginning. Bravo, D.
Not
Great
bad.
job.
Duet. What a duet. Very nice. All right, let's see. You probably want to know who. So we are going to go to Rex and Nancy. Is that?
People should know that was a last minute thing.
Yes.
No, you did a great job. Stop,
They
stop.
decided to do that at 7:45. I think an extra round of applause.
No, so,
They
okay.
both were not planning on doing that tonight, so that was pretty cool. All right, let me find Rex and Nancy. There they are. I see.
Unmute, here we are,
Oh, do I have to make you a co-host?
myself.
I probably do. Can I do that from here? Hold on a second. I'm going to remove you from Spotlight.
Oh,
I gotta make you a co-host first, so you could steal it. Oh, I lost you. Gallery. Oh, there you are. You moved.
Did we?
All right, you are now a co-host, so Deet doesn't have to give it up. You could just take it.
Okay.
And now you're Spotlight. And go ahead and do 3 for now.
Okay,
All righty.
we have our first one is a good oldie, Prekid Kolo,
Classic, a classic.
classic.
Yes. Oh, we forgot the belts. Oh, well. You remembered your belt. Okay.
Monday night has
I don't
only,
have my belt. All right. What's next?
Up next, Moja Diridika.
Okay, got your singing voices on?
Sure.
Our group used to enjoy singing that, but I'm kind of afraid to sing it because, I don't know, it messes up the Zoom thing.
Oh,
This is Cacak. Next. All right, I guess that's it for now.
okay, thank you so much. Okay, is Jennifer here? I don't even know if Jennifer's here. Is Jennifer here? She requested a dance and I was gonna do it. Is Jennifer here? Anybody know? Oh,
Nope, so why don't you wait?
Calling all Jennifers.
no,
Let's wait. Jennifer's not on right now, so
no,
let's,
that is,
how
I'll
about we-
do the other request. All right,
how about we go to, do you want to go to Anna and then do it?
okay, fine, yeah, okay, good.
I
Anna?
made a request too. We're gonna do it after Anna.
Yeah, Yeah, yours was going to be the one I was going to do, Rosette.
Hey, do I just steal it or do I have to be something?
Oh, I
else?
got it. I do have to make you a co-host
Okay.
unless they get rid of it.
You got
I'm
to
really off today. Okay, you are now co-host. You could steal it.
All right. That's ridiculous. I just got a poll that says, what dances would you like to have reviewed? I don't think that's what should come up.
No, that's just somebody's chatting probably.
Let's try to share screen again. There we go. Now I go to advanced. And now I go to computer audio. And now I go to share, right?
Yep,
And I should be ready.
you are sharing.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, if I can move my cat out of
the
the way.
feline dance.
Yeah, this is Dancu with Eva the cat. And this is a dance that goes on and on and on. So even if you don't know it, you will know it by the end. So everybody will be able to do it. It's also an easy dance. So. Oh, I should say, it's from Serbia. It's from the Vlach people. So now we will do Sborenka from Bulgaria. This is the easy Sborenka. I think it was taught to us by Michael Ginsberg.
I think you're right.
I think it was at June camp, actually.
Yeah.
I can't give you the year, but. And now, a Roma dance taught to us by Steve. Dzumbus, which I think he told us, tell me if I'm wrong, Steve, means simply party time or.
Party time, you got it, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily Roma, it is played by, Boban Markovic, who's really, he's, I don't think, he uses a lot of Roma musicians, but the dance steps I put in it are Eastern Serbian, Vlach and what have you.
Maybe
It's just fun. It's a
maybe
mix.
I like it because it's just happy and rhythmic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I need to correct myself. Boban Markovic is a Roma.
Oh,
I was thinking of Goran Bregovic, but Boban Markovic is Roma, and so is his son who plays with him. So my mistake, but the dance is my arrangement.
I just love that music. I love it.
Glad you do, yeah.
Okay, it's all yours.
The first dance you did was also taught to us by Steve. I think
Oh, okay.
Dancu.
Dancu, but yeah, that's Dancu. I taught that, and so does Alex Markovich used to teach it too. We both taught it.
Yep. Okay, so I'm sharing music. Yes, yes. All right, Rosetta's been requesting this Zemer Nuger, which is a song that the Israeli astronaut Ilan Yaron, Golan,
Ilan Ramon.
Elon, okay, who went up into Colombia and it exploded in 2003. But he wanted to be woken up every morning to this music. So it's Hatishma Koli is another name for it. So, okay, here goes for Zemer
Owned
Nuger.
by Rachel.
Right, the words were from the poetess Rachel. Thank you, Bobby.
And lower your screen, please, so we can see your feet.
Oh, okay. So this is Zemer Nuger.
תשמע קולי באשר הנך קול קורא בעוז קול בוחר בלבי ומעל הזמן מצווה ברכה
Okay. That was Zemer Nuger. Okay, now Barbara, right? Or Steve, what's?
It's Barbara.
Barbara.
Right.
Barbara.
Okay,
You should be able to share.
all right.
Uh-oh, Baba's gone. Oh, Baba's gone, not Barbara's gone.
My
Oh, she's
my
gone wild.
camera's
That's funny.
out of focus again.
Oops, you shared.
Yeah, I
started
turned
sharing
it off
your
because
screen.
it was out of focus, but I think it's
All right.
okay now.
All right, so yeah. Oh, you're sharing computer sound. You're good.
Okay. So my first dance is Chuleandra, which apparently is known by every school child in Romania. I don't know why exactly, but that's the one that they learn in school.
They could join us.
Okay, next dance is Veslasche Cacak, which is Serbian, I believe. Oops. Okay.
Very nice.
Sorry if I messed that up in the middle. You kind of get hypnotized and you forget which step you're on. So the last dance I have for this set is Chimpoi, which is from Mihai David. And I remember it particularly well because that day was the first time I ever saw a double rainbow. So I always associate that with Chimpoi, which obviously has no real connection.
Very nice.
So that's all I have for now.
All right. so
It was
Dee-
great.
Dee,
It was perfect. Yeah.
did you want to do the Israeli dance or not?
Well, not if she's not here.
Jennifer is not here.
So why don't we just go to Steve?
All right, we're gonna go to Steve a little early.
Oh, well, all
We
right.
really cut back last week on it.
Okay, I can do the Shema Yisrael. if you
No,
want.
no, it's okay. We'll
Okay,
do it next week.
fine.
All right, Steve, did I make you host?
Or we can have somebody do another, if Steve gets tired at the end, we can have,
Yeah, we'll play it by ear.
Okay, I'm here. I'm in the house. Let's see. Yeah, unless I get requests, I just sort of play around with some things that everyone was doing something Serbian tonight, and I had sort of come up with something Serbian too. I hadn't, I first introduced this way back in the mid '80s. I had learned it in Serbia from Desa Đorđević and members of Kolo. And there have been many versions of this, but it's a Western Serbian dance, and it's a more recent dance. It's not a very, recent. I was teaching it in the '80s, so it's not that recent. It goes back. But when I had first learned it, Desa said to me, well, it's West Serbian, but it's a newer dance. It's called Kolubarski Vez.
oh,
But I'm going to throw some new steps into it because it's constantly evolving. But it has sort of a pattern that's very simple. And I enjoy the fact that you guys are doing so much Serbian, so it's nice. The basic resting step is very simple. We just go step together, step, step together, step, and there's a slight little lean to it. That will be our first step too. We'll do that 4 times. Very simple. And then The first little step is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. So you want to use the ball of your foot there. I'm sticking to my floor a little, but if you can do a little bit of a twizzle. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. We'll do that 4 times. The third step has a little cut on the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, cut. And then we rest. The second time through, we'll do the first, we'll do the next one, and I have a new step. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and up on your heels. So it's step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, step, right, left, right, up. Step, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, jump. And then we'll do all those steps, and we'll add a new one today. Am I going too fast?
No.
They're all simple steps. The last one is this. Hop, step, 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 hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly. Hop, right, left, right. Hop, left, right, left, right. Hop, step, step, step. Hop, out, in, in. We do that twice. Let's do it again slowly. Hop, step, 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 hop, out, in, in. As you do that, you're bouncing on your supporting leg. We do that twice with the right. Hop, step, 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 hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop, step, 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 hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do 2 hop, step, steps. Hop, step, step, hop, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop, step, step, hop, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4. And maybe next week we'll add some new steps. I picked a slower music than I used to do it to. It'll be kind of relaxing. Kolubarski Vez. Let me make sure I have enough. I turned my volume down before, so let me turn it up. Get it nice and loud, the way I like it. Kolubarski Vez from Western Serbia, from Koluban, that Kolubar area, where the river Kolubar is. Here we go.
Let's all meet at the Kolo bar afterwards.
Yes. That loud enough?
No. No louder.
Not loud enough, huh? Okay, here we go. right. That should get your feet moving. I like that. Haven't done that for 40 years. Anyway, that was Kolubarski Vez. Is George here tonight?
Yes.
George had asked me one night, he sent me an email and asked me if I would do a dance I taught many, many, many years ago, and can't even remember how I taught it, but I'm going to do it the way it's done in the village of Moja Saint Benedict. It's a Szegényes. Szegényes means poor, in the sense of a poor man or something. It's also called Marjah Pontozó. So it's a Pontozó dance, but done slowly. And there are so many versions, so many steps. They're really improvised, but I'm going to start tonight with, maybe 4. And the music's a little long, so we may not go all the way, but it's slow, it's fun. Everybody can do it. It's a solo dance. And once you learn all the elements, you can begin to mix and match and create your own ponts, your own points, as they call it. Pont means point. But I'm going to start off with a couple that are a little simpler. So let's do this Szegényes. Szeggenyes. And there's a long E over the middle E, Szegényes, or Marjah Pontozó. So the first guy, old guy, he comes out and he does right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, cross over, right, touch, touch, reach towards your toe, toe, toe. I'm not going to bend. He goes all the way down on his knee, but I'll just simplify it. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, touch, touch, touch your toe, touch your toe. My pants are too tight tonight. Let's do that again. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, cross 2, 3, touch, touch, touch your toe, or reach toward your toe. Let's just do that with a little music, a couple times, 4 times, just to warm up.
It was a little hard to see. Are you doing it on the heel? Because that's the way I know we do it.
No, I don't.
Oh,
You can lead. You can lead with the heel or with the whole toe. But you want to touch your toe here. I'm wearing the wrong pants tonight. But you reach towards your toe, and if you can actually scoop your toe there, it's almost like you're scooping the cow dung off of it. It's a comical dance. It has comical movements. Let's try this first part. Forward, forward. Cross it. Up, back, touch. Up, back. Almost displaced it. Cross it. Touch, touch. Again. One more time. So that's a kind of an introduction step. Simple introduction. Let's do as the next one, this little step that has, this is an easy one. It's touch, touch, heel, step, touch, touch, heel, step. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, hold. Let's try that. I'm just mixing, I'm making this up as I go because that's how they do it. So you have touch back, touch side, heel, step. Back, side, heel, step. 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 and jump, hold. And they often just hold that there. We can do that again. Touch, touch, heel, step. Touch, I'm sorry, back, side, heel, step, crossing step, turn, hold. Let's try that one with music, and then we'll put the two together. Like I said, we'll try to do 4, maybe 5 tonight. And by the end of we're doing this, George is gonna, and Rex will have a whole, Rex, you know this, don't you? Well, he's not there.
You're there.
Yes.
Rex, John, and I perform a version of it.
Okay, well, this is gonna be an easier version.
Yeah.
Let's do a touch. First one, come on. Crossing. Breathe again. And the second one. Cross. Yeah. Only this simple touch. Cross. The next step. Now let's get this little leg circle thing going. We'll do 1, 2, 3, open. Let me see. This is how we'll do it. Crossing over, open, up. Crossing over, open, up. We do it for this side. So you do a little rond de jambe. Crossing, I'm sorry. Hop, step, step, hop, heel, toe. Hop, step, step, hop, heel, step. Hop, step, step, hop, heel, step. Hop, step, step, hop, heel, step. Let's just do 2 of those. So, hop, step, step, hop, heel, step. Hop, step, step, hop, heel, step. Now from here, we'll do slap, back, side. I'm sorry, my back is bothering me. I won't be able to touch them, but you'll have to do that. Slap in front. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you want to hit the boot top, the back of the leg, the outside, left, right. Slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Again. Slap, hit, slap, 2, 3. Again. Front, behind, slap, 2, 3. And then we're going to leap to the left, slap, and turn. I'm sticking to the floor. Do a clap before you do that. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's repeat the whole thing now. Hop, step, step, open up. Hop, step, step, open up. Slap, back, side, and turn. 2, 3. It works better with boots on or with something. Let's try it again slowly. for me. Hop, step, step, hop, heel, step. Hop, step, step, hop, heel, step. Slap, behind, side, left, right, clap, 1, 2, 3. Hop, step, step. Hop, step, step. Slap, back, side, cross, 1, 2, 3. That's it. So we're going to do 2 more steps. I don't see you all up. That's good. Let's do each step though once. So the first step is the moving forward. The second step is a simple touch, touch, heel, step with the cross turn at the back, at the end. Third one is the hops and the turning slap with music. Usually each guy comes out and does, 8 to 10 different punts. Sometimes they review them. I don't want to spend all night on it. I just want to do it. I promised George and I want to get it started. Tempo, 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened here. My music stopped. What's going
Did you
on?
pay the orchestra?
No, that's the problem. So our fourth one will be the 1, 2, 3 backing up like a real step. And you can do this kind of in place, but you are backing up 4 of these. 1, 2, 3s backing up. 1, 2, 3. Place this front. 4 of these. And now 4 reels. 1, 2, 3, down, up on your heels. And then you'll step back. Okay, try that with me. Backing up. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Real step. Reel, reel, reel. Close, heels, and then right, left at the end. And that leads us into our last step for tonight. And 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, reel, 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 close, jump, right, left. Last step is a slapping step. We're going to do 1, we'll go slowly. You sit, right hand, right leg. It's slap, clap. Let me do it. Da, da, da. So you do slapping the right, slap, clap, clap, slap. Just that. Slap, clap, clap, slap, slap. Slap, clap, clap. What you're basically doing is this. Right, left, and then you add. And you add that little clap in the middle of it. Together. Ya da 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 dee da da. Da 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 dee da da. Okay? 2 of those. One more time. You've come out of it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. Wait, let me have, I went. And then slap, close. So the ending, clap, left, clap, right, clap, left, right. Let me see. And then that last hit there. Let's just go over that slowly for me. So the ending is you jump 1 and 2 and. So clap left, clap right. And then clap left, right, clap, clap, and slap the right foot at the end. Let's take that whole thing slowly. Slap, clap, clap, slap, 1, 2, 3. Slap. Do it again. 1. I think that's enough for tonight, right? Tell me yes.
Again, next
Let's
week.
do it all together now. So what we'll do is we're going to come out, just clicking our fingers. We'll do all 5 steps and then rest. Walk around, click your fingers, and do them all again. Let me review them. First one, moving forward. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 2. First, we're walking. Getting up the courage. And you can close there if you want. Then we move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Scoop, scoop. Second one. Touch, touch, heel, step. Touch, touch, heel, step. Crossing, step, and turn. And you lift like that if you want. Then comes the rond de jambe. Rond de jambe and open up. Ora, da, and the clap slaps. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have the backward step. 1, 2, 3, reel, 2, 3, 4, up, and rock, step. 1. Boompa, boompa, pa, pa, pa. Again. 1. Boompa. Oh, and walking again. You can throw in just about any endings you want. You could turn there, but this is what I did to give you a little bit of a vocabulary. I hope I can remember it. Let's try it till the end of the music. I think we'll be able to do it 3 times probably. You ready? Am I ready? Here we go.
version.
That's next. All right. Did you guys work up a sweat?
Very much so.
I'm sure you guys have a lot more steps. I'll bring some more next week so that everybody can have their own little variation. Doesn't have to be that much. It's a nice slow dance. I like that recording too.
It's a little short.
A little short.
No,
It's 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, a lot longer than our version.
Yeah. Yeah, I taught a choreography to this, I think, once to the Brigham Young dancers about, well over 40 years ago.
Wow.
But yeah, I had a nice opportunity too once with when Jura and Belcho, Levi, Peter, number of dancers who have been here to teach. They were in a group a small group they called Kodai Kamera Edutesh, which meant the Kodai Chamber Ensemble or group. And one day we went out to Levi Peter's house, and this was during the communist period, so it wasn't that easy, but he had an old couple from this area, from Moja St. Benedict. And they came and they were in their costumes. They had traveled the whole way with a train and everything. And we had a salona. Salona is like bacon without any meat, roast, sticking it into a piece of, you put a piece of bread on it, a thick piece of bread, and then you stick this big piece of bacon without any meat on it, and you hold it over the fire. And this couple danced, and we filmed them, and it was sort of a research trip, or not a trip. They brought the dancers from Transylvania, from central Transylvania, and they showed their steps and got drunk, and they were probably in their mid 70s or so. Anyway, fond memories. So, how are we doing time-wise? We got plenty of time. Last night, I retaught Gorarche. Did you guys dance Gorarche? Quiet, huh? All quiet on the Western Front there.
Pete, you are muted.
Long time ago, we used to do it.
Pete, you're muted.
Yeah, let's do it. I did it last night, so I still, it's fresh. I learned this actually. Where did I learn this? I learned it when I was living in Europe. It was arranged by a Dutch dancer, and I can't remember. And these are Dutch musicians. Eric Bendix taught it too, and I think I may have learned it from Laura Shannon. Anyway, many moons ago, and I taught it at Stockton. I taught it around for a lot of years. Then I went to Albania, and I saw that the Gorarche that's danced in Albania is much more complex. The music is just so much more, just moves me so much more, but it's a difficult dance to teach just solo. So I'm going to do this Gorarche because it's fun, people like it. And it is the basis for this dance that comes from around the town of Korcha. And it's also similar to the second part of what Bob Lieben and I have taught, and we learned when we were in Prespa, Devolice. So sometimes it's called Devolice, sometimes it's called Gorarche, sometimes it's called Gorarche Devolice. I think the part that we're doing really here, even though they're calling it Gorarche, is the Devolice part of the dance, but it doesn't matter. You'll know it as Gorarche. And they're playing it in a 6/8 or almost a waltz tune. It's got really 2 steps and a rest step. First step, 5 measures. You start with the heel. Heel, roll, step, kick, lift behind. So that's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, yeah, meh, night, yeah, meh, night, leap, cross, step. And then it starts again. We do that 5 times. Let's do it 5 times. Heel, left, right, kick, around, behind. So, man, night, yeah, man, night, leap, cross, step. Heel, front, back, kick, behind, rock, and cross, rock, and cross, leap, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Heel, kick, rock, rock. Let's do it a 5th time. heel, kick, rock, rock, leap, 2, 3. That's a traditional step. Though when I learned it, they don't do it so much as a heel, they step in and back, but not important. Then we have a rest step, 3.5 times. Bounce 3 times, step, lift, cross. Bounce 3 times, step, lift, cross. Bounce 3 times, step, lift, cross. Bounce 3 times. We do that as a transition. Now, we're going to do the second step. It starts off the same as the first. Heel, front, back, kick, lift, step. But in place of the Yemenites, we're going to do these large Padabask steps. Leap, cross, step. Leap, cross, step. So we leap onto the right foot, leap, front, back, leap, front, back, and you have to switch the weight very quickly at the end there, onto the right foot. So from the beginning there, front, rock, step, kick, pade, bas, and now the left foot's free. And we're going to do a fast Rida. Left, right, left, lift. Left, right, left, lift. Left, right, left, lift. And as you lift, you hook your right foot behind the left knee. So we have left, right, left, hop, step. Left, right, left, hop, step. Left, right, left, hop. Because now we're going to do that 7 measures, starting with the right foot. Right, front, back, kick, around, behind. The big pas de basques, pas de basque, pas de basque, and 1, 2, 3, lift. 2, 2, 3, lift. 3 now with the left foot. Heel, kick, pas de basque. Quick change, and 1, 2, 3, lift. 2, 2, 3, lift. 3, 2, 3, lift. Heel, kick, pas de basque, and right, left, right. Right, left, right. Right, left, right. And then we start the dance from the beginning. And I think, I'm not sure how many times we do the second time through, because I did it to a different recording last night that I don't like as well.
If it's the old recording, I think
lead.
it's
What?
it's the old recording. I think it's twice.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's twice, and then I do the bouncing 2.5 times, and then we do the third step until the end. That's what I was thinking. Thank you, Paul. You got it. My friend in Germany, Michael Hepp, he had a new recording made. It's very nice, but it's played by a Bulgarian Beethoven orchestra, which is not typical for Southern Albania, but they do play the gaida in Southern Albania. And he rounded it off so that you can do the whole dance 2 times through, as described, except he has you doing that middle step. He learned it from me, twice to the left before you get started again. Not tonight, but maybe next time we can try it to that. It's just a slight little adjustment, not a problem. Let's take it to the old music from the beginning. How was that? Maybe we could do it again next week?
Sure.
Yeah, the transitions to the quick steps are hard.
Yeah, it is a little hard, and it's a little late to be doing it. Hey, let's do Chukanoto again, Deet. I'll play it this time, okay?
Sure.
Just to rest. Such a nice dance. Deet taught this earlier, and let's dance it.
This time we'll
Great
follow
song.
Steve and occasionally show Deet.
I have the music this time.
Great.
I'm in control.
So I will
I
be,
think you are.
I'm,
Okay. All right.
Try doing it to that.
Yeah, it wouldn't work too well. I'm having trouble with my computer.
wait.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. One more time. We can all learn. See, Deet? All right. Let's do Tinka. Orozadit. I gotta learn how to set this up so that it doesn't immediately go into the next tune. Bob, you'll have to help me with that.
Probably just have to uncheck them all.
Excuse me?
If you uncheck them, I think that would do it, but we'll worry about it some other time.
Right.
Something called 6 seconds pause or something.
Yeah, it's far beyond my pay level. So we still have a little time here. Pete, did you want to do another dance?
No, I've got it. But we, people, if you're tired, we've got.
No, I'm not tired. I had heard before that you wanted to do something. That's all.
No, I don't think Jennifer's here, so no.
No.
She's not here.
So, yeah, she's still not, so we're gonna keep going.
She's still not here. Okay.
I'm too tired.
Anybody have a request?
Well, we have people that they prepared 3 more dances each, so if you're tired, we can have them do
No,
it.
he's not tired. He said he's not. We only got 5.
Bob doesn't want me to quit.
Well, it's up to, you know.
I'm fine. Let's do, I'll save that for that. Hey, does anybody remember stamina?
Oh, I would love for you to teach that.
Oh, I'll teach it next week, okay?
Love
Yeah.
stamina.
Guide up.
Most people know it. Most people know it, but I don't. Do it. Go ahead. Do it. That's good dance. I love it.
It's a modern Bulgarian dance to a Macedonian song. Should I do a quick review?
Sure.
Yeah, it's 16 counts. I think you guys can get through it. Okay, so here's what it is. It's very popular in the Horoteka movement. Hands are down. We have lift, right, lift, left, right, left. And then we're going to go lift, cross, step, step, lift, cross, step, step. Now I'm doing it in a 9. It's not in a 9, it's in a 2-4. But it's just so we have lift, 1, 2, 3, lift, 1, 2, 3, lift, cross, over, lift, cross, over. That's the first part. Continuing, we have lift, step, lift, cross, front, lift, cross, front, lift, step, lift, step. Let's do the first two together. So lift, chasse, lift, cross, over. Here we cross in place. Then we travel right with lift, 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 cross, over, face center, over, lift, step, lift, step. 4 lift steps around the world, the arms come up. So after the 2 lift steps back, arms come up and we have 4 lift steps making a circle. And then we have lift, cross, over, lift, leap. Let's just pick that 4 going around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms swing forward, arms swing here. Lift, leap, lift, 1, 2, 3, lift, cross, over, lift, cross, over. So we have this lift, leap, lift, 1, 2, 3, and then we repeat those crossing steps here. That's the whole dance, 16 counts from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, hop, step, 5, 7, backing up, arms come up, 1, 2, 3, 4, cross in place, leap, lift, lift, leap, lift, step, step, cross in place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, arms up, 9, 10, 11, 12, lift, leap, arms come down, crossing over, Stamina. No horo od Bulgaria. New dance from Bulgaria. It's been around for, I taught it maybe, it's got to be 8 or 9 years ago. But it's done to the song Sto imala majko Stamina, Stamina, Macedonian song. Here we go, Stamina. How was that? I like that dance. It's fun.
Good.
A lot of people up and a lot of people dancing.
Good.
Very
How
popular.
about, should we do a less now? What do you
I
think?
have this thing I did last week. I want to do one more time.
Good.
It's easy to follow. It's less no-esque, but from South Serbia.
And
I'm
if
married
people
to-
will stay on, I have a feeling Paul might have an announcement afterwards.
Okay, just do this. Lesho pile. Lesho pile.
What,
No? You don't have, all right, that's all right.
Here we go.
Oh, you got a camp coming up in a little while.
That, okay, sure.
Lešo pile, lešo dušo, majkina kalešo, zašto ne dođeš lešo kod majku u gosti? Kako da ja dođem majke, nemam ni sa svoga, jedno momče imam majke, još mi je ma.
I reversed the step. Sorry.
This way you can go backwards and forwards. And one more time. Last time.
Lešo pile, lešo dušo, majkina kalešo, zašto ne dođeš lešo kod majku u gosti? Kako da ja dođem majke, nemam ni sa svoga, jedno momče imam majke, još mi je malečko, sve po mene odi, za bošću me drži, sve po mene odi, za bošću me Če pođem na njivu na ne i ono pomene, čekaj me da demori mesi mi kravajče, ja će ga pogledam majke, od muku se smejem, ne sam ti dada ludo, nego sam ti žena, željke te izele, vuci te razneli, željke te izele, vuci te razneli.
Okay. All right, folks. You worked hard tonight.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Steve and all.
Well, we covered a lot of material. We'll review some of that. I threw some things at you, a little different. Anyway,
Steve,
Bob,
that
what kind of announcement did you have? Bob? Is he gone?
I was
Yeah, but-
muted, sorry. As you can see, June Camp is 4 through 6. We've been asked to
The
announce.
screen's
them.
not showing June Camp, Bob.
It's not, all right, let me try again. See if I could get it the right way this time. You know, I show other people how to do technically. All right, is it sharing it now?
No.
Well, that's good. Forget it. It's June 4th through 6th. And you can go to, where to go? Hold
June-
on. To junecamp.ifd@gmail.com. Okay? June, I'll put that in the chat. And while I'm doing that, if other people have camps coming up that they'd like to announce, Paul, you could, an early announcement for Door County.
Thank you, Bob.
Let me spot, oh, there you go.
Okay, Door
We
County
don't see
coming
it
up
on
with
the
some,
Green either, Paul.
You're not sharing, oh, there it is, we got it.
Door County coming up with some teachers from around the world this year, and some musicians from around the world, well, from around the United States. Going to be a lot of fun. We have Marvin, who's on the session now, is going to be doing a session on Balkan clothing and accessories. Adoni is going to be doing a session on the future of virtual dancing. And let's see what else we have. Coming up also is, I'll just show you quickly the website. If you go to the website, which is here, there you go. So visit us on the website. You'll see lots of interesting things. There's
We
the
don't
announcement
see
you
it.
just saw.
Now we do. Okay.
It'll refresh in a minute. Okay, there you go. You got it now. You can register. We have about 20 registrations already. Instructors and program leaders, there's a link to see who the instructors are from around the world. Their bios are getting put out there. It'll be out there soon. Live and recorded music hosts will be out there, and then the virtual team, which is the virtual dance room team, plus a few other people who are helping out. So join us, and hopefully you'll have a great time. Door County Folk
yeah,
Festival.
some of the dances that we've been dancing, you know, Philippe will be there. Arilon, he has taught us, he taught me, Oiti Momche, Lihnida, Shopsko, Odeno. I also did that Ženska Povratchushka from him. And then Mariana Paunova from San Paulo, she taught me that dance. She actually taught me
Kulskoto.
Kulskoto, and I added one step to Kulskoto, but she also taught Shetna la Semitro. That's one that I also learned from her in Brazil. And she's got a nice program. She's got nice dances.
Steve,
Yeah.
who was playing that Lesho Pile? Or what group was it? Or
Oh, but let me tell you who the singer is. I had it.
because
I
it,
know.
it sounded like half Serbian, half Macedonian.
Well,
dialect.
yeah, exactly. It's in that southern dialect. That's why I brought in the steps I did. Let me the singer, I know her name. I have it. Just a sec. Give me a second here. So Lesho Pile is sung by Ivana Tasic.
Okay.
I looked up the words to it,
Yes.
and it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, Serbs have a problem with it because it's in the southern Serbian dialect, which moves into Macedonian, and they stop dropping the padeji, the
Case
cases,
endings, yeah.
Right.
and there's certain.
It's got a lot of like figurative language in it. I think I'm understanding the words, but it's kind of hard to understand what they're trying to say. Lesho is the name.
The girl, Lesha, right?
Yeah, it's funny because Lesho is a name, but if you translate Lesho, it comes out as carcass, and it's
right, but it's not that.
not chicken.
But it's a mother singing to her son.
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell from the symbolic bits, he died, and she's singing to him, why did you go? And it's like about, why did you go with that old man? And then, which I think is death. And then death is saying, I'm not an old man, you're mistaken. I'm a young woman. And then he starts talking about, he's sort of bribing the little boy to come with him, like, I'll let you ride on a horse, I'll let you, all this. And so as far as I can understand, it's about the little boy dies, and the mother is wishing that he didn't go when death came to take him. He should have said,
And so many of these songs from those areas, Akko, are about, death. And I mean, it's passion. It's just that, it's that idea of duende, even though it's Macedonian duende, it's more in the Sevda tradition, where love in the Sevda tradition also refers to that dark, it's sort of a darkness. The darkness of the soul might be the way to look at it.
What was Tasic's first name again?
Ivana.
Ivana, okay.
Tasic.
Tasic.
If anybody missed last week, it was a fun party with a lot of live music, and you can see it. The link is in the chat, or you could just go to our YouTube channel, Olshan R1 or 1R, whatever it is that I put in the invitation each week. And it's out there already. So if you missed it, go check it out. As you can see, it was a good time. Jason was great. That was wonderful.
That was fun.
Yeah. And a question about stamina too, because I was listening to that, and the band is Bulgarian instrumentation.
Yeah, it's Raina is the name of the singer. She goes by one single name, Raina, and it's it's an old Macedonian song that they the Bulgarians love to sing Macedonian songs.
Yeah. Well, she was saying Kusno and other things that were Bulgarianized.
Yeah.
But her vocal style sounded more like the way Macedonians sing and not Bulgarians. So that's another hybrid kind of.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the borrowings.
Rhino's a name. What's the dance Rhino Samodiva then? What's Samodiva?
I don't know. Samodiva?
Oh, Samodiva is a spirit. Not a water spirit.
Spirit.
It's like Samovila, Samodiva. One is earth spirit and the other a water spirit. I never remember which is which.
I think Samodiva, I think is the earth spirit.
Rhino Samodiva, is translated how?
I think it's earth.
Rhino the witch.
no, it's not like a witch. It's more like a fairy than a witch. It's the spirit.
Well, the Rusali are the water spirits or the undines. And
I meant witch in the good sense,
Linda.
Right.
Okay, I got a question for Steve. Back to stamina. I know that Ira thinks he says that he taught it, And he may have taught a version, but who was the one who originally taught it, or was it just?
Well, I haven't been able to find out who the choreographer was. I think I was the first person to teach it in this country. But, you know, I don't know, maybe Ira was teaching it earlier, but I've been, you know, teaching. And you're gonna find if you go on YouTube, where I picked it up by watching it, there are many slightly little variations. But this is a variation, and I mentioned this recently. I was watching, and there must have been about 600 or 700 people dancing in a gym.
Wow.
And they were all dancing it like this. So I figure if 600 people are doing it like that, it's good. And they were good dancers. You can tell who are good dancers. There's some people who jump out of a bus and dance it. And, you know, this is what's so beautiful about that, is already in its early stages, the dances are taking, I don't want to say regional stylings, but you know, group styling. So that's the way that I looked at it. I actually looked at it again last week. Somebody had asked me to do this for them, and they called me up, and I said, okay, I better take another look at it. You know, I have dance descriptions and everything, and this is the way I saw it most recently being done.
Okay, so it's not like you learned it from anyone like Belcho or something.
No. This is none of the Bulgarian dance teachers that we work with or have Belcho or those. They're not up on this stuff so much. This is kind of a movement in Bulgaria that's taking a life of its own. Sometimes the dances are choreographed by Krasimir Petrov or somebody who's going around and teaching, but in most cases, I think they're growing out of the groups. I mean, this has, you know, I can't think of any dance in Bulgaria that really dances like that, except for maybe, you know, the first part might be like a Daichevo or something, but it's in a different rhythm. And to dance this whole thing, to fit the music in 16 counts, it's just, it's novi folklore, new folklore.
No, well, the Bulgarian club dance is kind of like that. You know,
They call it horateka. This is being danced. It's very popular in Pittsburgh. Everybody gets up and does this in Pittsburgh when the Bulgarians all get together.
Bulgarians in
I would
Chicago.
say I would say there are 5 or 6 dances that have kind of reached that status. Ciganskoto.
Yeah.
This one, this, and now what's popular, and I love it, but not to the music that I use, because I love the music, is Makamlisko Horo. I think that's a really cool dance, but that to me has more regional styling.
Can you teach that?
Yeah, I have taught it. I taught it last night, and I'll teach it.
Oh, you did?
I've taught it here, but I'd love to do it again, because I love doing it.
Yeah.
What group's a Tuesday night?
I danced last night for Andy. Andy
Taylor. Yeah, I heard she had a Tuesday group. I just forgot about it.
Yeah, teach that, Steve. I'm trying to catch up on all those newer dances, you know, and the Changa dances as well. So.
All right.
You know, because
are we losing, Bob, are we losing our audience? Am I getting to be an old hat around?
What do you mean? We got 25 people here this late. That's pretty good.
No, but we didn't get our
people. Well, a couple of people. Vivian is here, and she said she wasn't going to be, but I knew she'd make it. In any event, there are a few people that are. Pam and Bob are out of town, or Pam is at least. You know, people that said they can't, and also people are starting to do other things.
Right, go out,
opening up. So
they're recovering from sitting right.
If you think about it, there's dancing every night more than once. So,
right, but we had 45, 46 people tonight. That's pretty good.
That's good, great.
That was fine. And if you add the doubles, that we're probably at.
Okay. No, I'm happy if one person shows up.
Well, I'll tell you, at 1:45, it looked like there'd be 4 of us.
Well, Steve, if you show up, then that's one person, so you should be happy.
Right, and I can always see myself. I can see myself in the screen.
Well, look they were dancing at 7:45, and ended up teaching it. You know, so. Pretty cool.
So it's Andy Taylor doesn't do that through folk arts. It's a separate.
No, that's the Tuesday community dance group. She does that with.
It's through Malados, which is her performing group.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's very cool because she gets a lot of the younger people that are in the group to teach and to organize and Andy's very organized.
Yeah.
Very cute.
No, I think we end too early because Kathy is still going. I mean,
Kathy, who?
Kathy Mulder, yeah, well,
Mulder.
Kathy's in
She's
Texas.
dancing.
Where are you? Yes.
I'm in
Kathy-
Texas right now, so.
You didn't get hit by those storms, did you?
No, they always go around San Antonio. San Antonio is like a heat sink. There are too many cars, too many people who live in town.
What about
And so
Rosie
it's like a
Lee? You
heat
didn't get
sink,
hit by,
so-
did you
so
get hit by the
suddenly
storms?
lows go over.
Rosie Lee, did you get hit by those storms? Are you there, Rosie Lee?
He was
She may
there.
have. She's in Round Rock, so she may have. It went around us.
Yeah.
But sometimes it goes through us, through the city, and then we get a little worried. Because usually when it's a storm and there's a lot of rain, there's not just rain. But in these crazy parts of the country, there are things like tornadoes and stuff and hail.
Of course, yeah.
So it's really bad. You have to
And
really pay
crickets.
I'm here. I was doing other things. I'll have to,
No, I was asking if the storm hit you,
yeah, it was a big storm.
because we saw it on the news. There were a lot of.
5 years ago, there was a similar type of thing happening in Round Rock, and it was really, the creek around the Round Rock got really full of water.
Did you lose
Yeah, I
power? Did you lose power?
No, we didn't lose power. It was just a lot of thundering, lightning, big deluge of rain. So, but no raining today. So maybe it's blown over. Who knows?
One year, Susie and Joe Graziosi and I were the invited teachers to the Waco, to the Texas camp.
Yeah, it's fun.
And we were living in one of the sort of at that time one of those temporary kind of barrack houses. And
Right.
in the introduction, the first night, they said, if you hear the siren, it means we're having a tornado. And Joe and Susie looked at each other.
Nah, we don't have
I
any
was
tornado.
probably still drinking
No.
in those days, so it didn't bother me. But
Yeah, the camp is upgraded. It's
yeah, it's nice.
nicer, and it's a good place. They take care of their property. So yeah.
I was in a tornado once in Cincinnati, near Cincinnati.
I've never even heard of a tornado. So
We've had them even down the street, where we live in New York. Rarely, but we've had a few.
Yep.
God.
In junior high, it took the roof off my building.
I was teaching and I got a call that the roof blew off of Bobby's school.
Oh my God, you were probably frightened.
Yeah,
It
well,
was actually very interesting, and we got a week off, so it was pretty good for junior high.
Well,
So I lived in California, and I was Vicky would know this. There was a really bad earthquake in 1970. That just actually the dorm I was living in, there was a hospital on the other side of the ridge that totally collapsed, and it was actually designed by the same guy. All right, but the library at UCLA was closed for weeks because all the books in the whole library fell off there. And then we've had a couple of hurricanes in New York, but and that one small tornado, we've had a few tornadoes here, but.
Yeah, that Hurricane Sandy was really bad, right?
Which one? Sandy, yeah, Sandy was pretty bad, especially.
That was like last year or the year before?
3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
I think a long time ago, Andrew hit you also.
Yeah, we got hit by a couple.
I was in.
I actually had a protocol that somebody told me that was Native American, was before a major storm like that, to take cornmeal and walk around and create sort of a cornmeal wall around your house in the safe area, and trees won't fall in that. And sure enough, I did that. I actually did it twice to be safe. And we lost huge trees, and they all fell outside of the cornmeal track. It was amazing. I mean, it cost several $1,000s to have them removed, but for the most part, none of them hit the house. cornmeal. You got first. You got to make an offering to the west, to the south, to the east, and the north, and to the Father Sky and the Mother Earth. And then you walk around, and you have to have gratitude in your heart, Kathy.
I always have gratitude in my heart, Steve.
That's good.
Always.
Did you know that you can also go to, if you recognize it, you can go to up to stinging nettle, Urica dioica, in case you speak Latin. And if you talk to it and thank it for what it brings to the earth, you can actually touch it and you won't get stung.
Oh, heck, they eat it.
I eat it.
Yeah.
You can eat it raw, or you can make a nice salad or soup from it. It's full of iron.
Where is it?
Stinging nettle.
Stinging nettle.
Brennnessel.
See, I have some neighbors who come over and get it to take the leaves off my plant, and they want it for the tea and for the salad.
Yeah, salad, tea, or soup, or you can make a pie, or you can, what's really good is you can take the stinging nettle, if you can stand it, and let it sit in rainwater, best for about 10 days to 2 weeks. And then you can use it on your plants. And it brings a lot of vitality to vegetables and plants and stuff. It's a little powerful. It starts to smell, and starts to bubble, but it's a really good remedy.
I remember some very bad experiences when I was a kid. I grew up on 20 acres, and there was woods and stuff, but there was some stinging nettles, and I remember how much it really was not very comfortable to touch it.
You got to recognize it and thank it, and you won't get stung.
I live in the middle of Kansas City now, so I don't have to worry about it.
I used to teach gardening at a Waldorf school, and I had this real smart ass kid one day, and he's leaning back and he said, what can we learn in this stupid class? And he was being a real a-hole, and he fell off the bench he was on into a huge stinging nettle. And I said, well, if you had been listening, you would have known what that plant is that you fell into.
You have some vinegar handy?
Yeah, no, it was perfect. It was just perfect. It was the perfect moment for a smart ass kid to fall into something. I
was on the front porch once with my husband, and a wasp landed on my arm. And he said, don't move. If you don't move, it'll go away. So I stood there and watched the darn thing sting me.
And wasps hurt when they sting.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I had a sting on both my right. No, I think it was my right foot. I had a sting, and it was years before that hurt went away.
Wow.
Well, it depends on what. Some wasps and bees, actually, the venom is very potent and acts as a remedy for rheumatism and arthritis.
Really?
And a lot of people will go and get purposely stung because it usually keeps the arthritis down for about 3 or 4 days.
But you have to rub cornmeal on the spot.
I think it gave me the arthritis. Gave me arthritis.
You think it gave it to you?
I had a friend who had MS, and she actually went in for bee sting treatments on her joints, and they were quite effective.
Wow.
Apis,
once I was cleaning out I was helping with a group, and I cleaned out a fondue thing of chocolate. Then I went to this live event in an open park, and I hadn't taken all the chocolate off my hands. And all of a sudden there were a bunch of bees around me. I thought, what's going on? There were a lot of bees. So I'm trying to walk away with these bees, and they're trying to walk with me, and they're stinging me on my hands.
Wow. Well, those might have been like yellow jackets.
Yellow
Yellow jackets.
No, they were honeybees, I think.
Well,
They
honeybees
didn't
will
hurt that
die right
much.
away. Any honeybee that stings you will die immediately.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of them died. I don't know. They
Well,
thought they.
because,
I
but
was-
usually bees will, because I used to keep bees. They generally, I mean, if they feel threatened, they will attack. But bees are not like they're not. I mean, there are, especially where you live in Texas. There, the Brazilian, the African honeybee came up there, and they're pretty aggressive. But the European bees, the two most popular bees are the Italian, the Russian, and there's one from Carnolia up in Slovenia. They're fairly docile.
Well, I think they thought I was a flower. I smelled.
But yeah, but if they thought you were a flower, they wouldn't sting you.
When and where did you keep bees, Steve?
Which?
When and where did you keep bees?
I kept them in the front yard, in the garden.
In New York or in
Yeah,
Europe?
right. Well, I live north of New York City. I live up.
Yeah.
We live up in the suburbs, and
I know where you live. Yeah, but so
Yeah.
you were keeping bees there. Huh? When was that?
the last hives I had were about 4 or 5 years ago, and the problem is if you only have one hive, and you lose them, you lose 100% of your bees. If you have a lot of hives, then you're going to lose 3 or 4 or maybe more. I have a friend who has been keeping bees for 45 years, and he's even developed his own strain that's what we call hygienic, because they live through the winter in the Northeast. He doesn't take their honey, he lets them eat their honey, but neighbors on both sides of his house bees will go within 5 miles of their hive. And most bees live in man-made hives, or they'll create something in a cove or in a tree. But these other guys had all these Georgian bees. We call them Georgian bees because they're raised in Georgia, and they're shipped by the mail, and you pick them up, and you get the queen and a couple thousand bees, and they reproduce very quickly. Well, these bees got hungry because they weren't being well taken care of, and they raided my friend's hives, and for the first time in 45 years, they decimated about 15 or 16 of all of his hives, all of his bees. And it was just other bees, robber bees, they'll come in and take over. So it's hard to keep bees in the suburbs. I mean, people who have the most success are in the country, far away from other people keeping bees. And, I think a lot of people feel like, oh, I want to keep bees. It's so easy. It's not so easy.
How many hives did you have?
At the most, I had 2.
Oh, just 2. Okay.
Just 2. Yeah, I wasn't trying to produce. I was trying to save the bees, and
When I was in Germany, I was at a food stand, and it was crowded, and these bees were swarming all over. And I'm petrified, and these people are just eating, and they're not bothering them at all. But there are a lot of bees all around. So those are the bees you were talking about, European bees. That
I'm saying the bees, the domesticated honeybee that we have in this country are primarily European. They're either from Russia, from Italy, or from Slovenia, most of them.
Well, we're not stinging the people, but I sure was a little.
Well, there are people who are allergic and can die, if they get a bee sting.
Steve, do you have to tell somebody you're getting bees from a place? Like,
not in New York. Not in New York, although they do have
dangerous.
It's not dangerous. They do have they supposedly have 1 or 2 people who work for the state that go around and check people who have bees, but it's not like you need a license or anything to keep them.
But the Georgian bees decimated your friend's hives.
Well, but they're not. They didn't. Those are the people who are producing the most bees for export, and they're just mass producing them. And if you want to buy bees, you can buy them for about $40. You'll get a queen and stuff. You have to buy the hive and everything, set it up, and
What kind of bees are in the ground?
The big ones, those big ones are usually they're bumblebees, and they can be nasty, and they can sting more than once.
Stung my dogs.
Yeah, they can be aggressive. Like and then you have all these wasps that can sting or multiple times. And if you're digging and you dig into a yellow jacket or mudrucker's nest, boy, those things will chase you back into your house and you'll get stung. I've been stung as many as 10, 15 times.
I was
careful.
I think Emily's been stung because last summer she would not go, towards the end of the season, she would not go on the grass in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's because there were bees in the ground.
A lot of people call everything bees, and not everything are bees, actually. I mean, they are related. But for example, the bees that most people raise for honey and stuff, you have a queen and you have a lot of female workers, and then you have the lazy drones that basically fly out and impregnate the queen on her maiden voyage, and she goes out once, and all the drones know to go up and mate with her, and after they've mated, they just fall to the ground and they're gone or dead. And she has been mated. She's mated and has enough to keep making bees for, it's 7 to 10 years if she doesn't get kicked out of the hive.
It was just something I think on the NPR science program about bees, about trace, not in the bee itself, but in some gut bacterium they have, and that's what they recognize, that they recognize that whether they belong to the hive more by that than by their own DNA.
Oh, really?
They did some experiment where they would implant this gut bacteria stuff in newborn bees. If they plant it from a different hive, then the worker bees would reject those newborn bees because they don't recognize them as part of their hive.
There's an interesting movie that came out about 3 or 4 years ago called Honeyland, and it actually won an Oscar. And it's about a Macedonian Muslim woman who keeps bees in a deserted village, and she keeps them in the wild, and she cares for her mother and bees until one day these people show up next door, and they want to raise bees for honey to sell in the market. And it's a very interesting film. It's a documentary, but it kind of, yeah. It's called Honeyland. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
I saw it. It had a showing. Somebody involved with it had a Detroit connection. I don't know what the connection was because the directors were Macedonian,
right?
And but I thought, all these Macedonians or Serbs or somebody would show up at this. Nobody did.
No, it's very esoteric.
Yeah, but there were a number of beekeeper people there.
Sure, yeah.
And I think the only person that could halfway understand what was being spoken was me. And there was some Turkish in there too.
Yeah, right. It was a mix. There were a bunch of, it was Turkish and Macedonian.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Albanian.
But I didn't, as far as it being or not being a documentary, it's hard to see how they could have filmed over a period of years that thing.
Right.
They kind of created a plot line, I think.
Exactly. That's why I hesitated when I said documentary, because there are some interesting films out that came out in the last 10 years about the plight of the bees, and even friends of mine, a guy I was with today, he's in that movie, and he's the one who lost all his bees this year. He built a dodecahedron hive. He has all these esoteric thoughts about bees, and there are people who believe that the bee was domesticated by Egyptian priests at one point, and in the Kali Yaga, not the Kali Yaga, the Kalevala.
Kalevala.
Kalevala. They believe that the bees are what fly up beyond the sun and come back. It's very interesting in the Finnish Kalevala.
So Steve, do you know that Ping keeps bees?
Yeah, I know. Ping makes wonderful honey, and I don't know how he's doing, but he keeps his bees in Hawaii, and he actually brought me a swarm once, or he came and gave me some bees, and they did well. They lived through the winter, and then one day they're there, and the next day they're gone. You don't know what it is. Yeah, so I decided that here in the suburbs, there's probably just not enough for them to eat. Some people think, oh, I'll get some bees and I'll plant some flowers. No, they need a lot more than that, especially as it gets colder. I mean, they have, there are, 70 to 80,000 bees in a healthy hive. And then in the winter, it dies down to about, 10,000, 15 or something. But my friend, he's got reptile heaters, for terrariums and stuff that he puts in them in the winter. And we make, I did this too. We make bee candy that you don't want them to subside on cornmeal or corn syrup and stuff. But sometimes you just have to make something for them so they get enough sugar to just survive until they can get enough to eat. And then you have bears around here, they go after them, and raccoons. And
Hard life.
but there's some interesting things about bees in Balkan folklore and all these different countries. And the dance, the name Melissa means bee, and in Hebrew it's Deborah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know Bob Beer's bee joke?
No.
I never told that to you, or he didn't.
Not that I remember.
I don't know if I can tell.
You mean Bob Beer?
Bob Beer, that used to be.
He made a pun. You didn't get it.
Beer.
No, I got it.
You can tell dirty jokes after.
Bob Beer, Bob.
Bob Olshan says you can tell anything you want after 11.
But you got to let me know. I'm going to stop if it's a good joke, a clean joke, I'll keep the recording going.
Oh, I see.
If it's not, you let me
Well, the only other person that would fully understand it is Barbara, and she left. So, but it's a Bulgarian joke making fun of Hungarians, of how Hungarian sounds to them. And basically what's the Hungarian word for honeybee?
It's, what is it, Mechka?
No, it's beramed.
Beramed.
Which means makes or carries honey. And then the next question is, but what do you call the bees that the drones vespids or aspids that don't make honey? What do you call them? Nabaramet. and then it keeps going like that. And what do you call the queen bee? Abaramet. And then what do you call the worker bees? And it just keeps going like that. It's all this in a row, which is what the Bulgarians perceive Hungarian sounding like. And I would think, we would think of it as ooze and ooze and the sounds that we don't have in English. But as a matter of fact, there's an awful lot of endings and everything with in Hungarian. And a friend of mine, Hungarian actress, who comes to the States occasionally and gives some presentations. She one of the things she does, she calls Esperante, like Esperanto. And it's a series of questions. And the answer to each question is like, what do you call blank, is nothing but that, you know, I can't remember a single one of the questions, but the answer is composed entirely of that. So it's a kind of a thing out there, I think.
You say when you're not sure of something.
I had an interesting, so my beekeeper friend Ron, who lost all his bees, but one time he said, Kotansky, he calls me Kotansky. He says, you're going to have to come up with something. You're going to have to come up with a performance. And I said, and I felt like, you know, I had to do it. It was interesting. He's a influential guy. And so he said, I had been reading the Georgics by the Roman poet Virgil. And the fourth Georgic is about keeping bees. And then at the end of it, it has a story, kind of a cautionary tale based on the Greek god Aristeus. And I won't bore you with all the details, but he's kind of a minor god, but he was given the power to keep bees. This is before anybody else did, and cultivate olives, and was taught from the gods how to make cheese from different milk from goats and sheep and cattle, and he kept all those. And the story goes that he heard music being played one day. He was up in the hills with his bees and his olive trees and the different flocks, and he started to wander down there, and he saw Eurydice, or Eurydice, of how you say it, and she
Evridiki.
Yeah, Eurydice.
Evridiki.
And she was it was supposedly, in some stories, her wedding day, and she was going to get ready, and he saw her and he pursued her, not really knowing who she was or what she was. There's some irony in this because anyway, she, in her fear of him, ran and got bit by a snake and immediately went to the underworld. And he couldn't figure out what was going on. Orpheus didn't know that what happened, except she died, and he stopped playing music and went crazy. And because he stopped playing music, the gods got so mad at Aristeus that they killed all his bees, because he loved bees more than anything. And when he got back to his bees, they were all dead and he didn't know what to do. So he went to visit his mother, who lived under the water of a river. And she said, you have to go to Proteus, and you have to hold Proteus until he changes to all these different things, fire, a dragon, a lion, whatever. And when he gets back to his original shape, he's bound to tell you what happened. And what actually happens is when he holds him and chains him up, he tells him, you're a fool. You killed Orpheus's wife to be. And Orpheus was his brother-in-law, because he was also born from Apollo, and the only way he could get his bees back, and that's what's sort of like this whole thing with what's killing the bees, is he had to sacrifice 3 of his best oxen and a black lamb, and he had to bring poppies, Lethian poppies. I love that word. Lethian is from the river Letha, and to be forgetful, and leave them for 9 days just after you sacrifice them, and come back after 9 days. And sure enough, after 9 days, he came back, and there were bees flowing from the carcasses of oxen. And up until the 19th century, people believed that bees came from, in a lot of places, came from the carcasses of horses and oxen and stuff. And they used to even lock them up in small rooms after they were killed or died, hoping that bees would come out of them. And what's interesting is there is a fly, only 2-winged, not 4-winged, that looks almost like a bee, and it comes out, that larva comes out of it. So I created a whole story with Balkan music and dance, and I presented it one time at the Kafana at Balkan Camp, and I had asked Vasil Bebelakov, the gaida player from, no longer with us, but I asked him to play the first part and for his wife to sing this one particular song that I love to open this up with. And he did it for me. He had no idea what he was doing. I just told him, I'll point to you when it's time for you to play. You play. And I had other things. I had Jerry and other people playing other music. I had Meliso, the dance being danced at the end. But afterwards, I went over to thank Vasil, and he was crying. I said, are you okay? He said, you don't know what you just did. I said, well, thank you for helping me. He said, no, 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 you don't know. He said, my father was a beekeeper. He was a very well-known Bulgarian beekeeper. And as a matter of fact, we were only able to survive because of his being able to keep bees. And he was sent to Benghazi by the Bulgarian government to teach scientists and workers in Bulgaria, in Benghazi, how to keep bees. And he was there for 5 years. And Vasil said we were able to have an apartment and a car and survive because of his keeping bees. And he had his own way of making a hive. And he was going to get me the plans for those. He brought me back some honey once. But what was the best thing is he showed me a picture of him as a baby. He said as soon as he was born and could sit, his father took him naked and put him on top of a beehive.
Oh my God.
Working beehive, and he said this, and took a photo of him and said, this is going to give you power. This is, and it was a Rado belief. And so, yeah, we always had that connection with that. And Orpheus actually ends up in the Rhodops at the end of his life. He gives, and Aristeas also leaves and goes to follow the Dionysian cults that lived in the Rhodops and the Haemus or the Balkan mountains. There's a joke that not a joke, but there's a myth that there was Rhodopa and Haemus, King Haemus and Queen Rhodopa. They lived in Thrace, and they often joked with each other. She would call him her little Zeus, and he would call her his little Hera. And it pissed off Hera so much and the gods that they turned them into mountain ranges. That's they turned them into the Rhodope Mountains and the Balkan Range, the Haemus Mountains. I love that story.
Well, don't they have, I know there's performing groups called Orphe in Bulgaria.
Yeah. Well, that's where Orpheus ended up there, but he got cut to pieces by the Dionysian followers. It, you think about it, it's a little bit like the story of Osiris. And, so you see these stories, they repeat, these myths, they repeat themselves, they change a little, but they move from the east to the, and from the Orient, the Levant into Greece. You guys are bored of us. I'm talking too much.
Elliot, are you actually here with us?
Who?
Elliot from New Orleans. I'm just wondering if he's actually with us.
Oh, he always seems to have his name there, whether he's physically there or not.
Last year, Ricky came on at the end.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, you guys, it's an hour later here. I think I'm going to say goodnight. Deet, thank you. It was fun tonight.
Thank you.
So, but Steve, I think all flies by definition are two-winged. They're
Yeah, they are. But bees are four-winged.
Oh, I thought you said it the other way around. Okay.